I got this Husqvarna mower back in December this year. My friend that moved. I was told it runs, but it's been sitting for quite a while. The biggest problem with it so far I see is that we got this auto lock variable speed drive system on it, you know, is when you push it, yeah, both of the rear wheels are stuck. So, not quite sure. I'm hoping it's just the one-way clutches in the wheels that are seized up so I can frame up and use it, but if it's not, if I gotta put a newer rear end drive differential thing in it, it's gonna get scrapped. So I would kind of like to fix it and use it, because mine is quite a nice mower. It's just dirty, using a good power wash and it'll come up good again. Also needs a new blade. I'm guessing they hit something with it, that's why they quit using it. But they got very little use. As you can see, it's still got all the some of the paint on the bottom of the deck, and then that gets worn off fairly quickly, so it just shows you how little it's been used. So got a Honda high performance easy start. There's the 702 1R engine on it. It is overhead cam, just like the V-twin Honda in my lawn tractor. A little bit of old gas, some old oil which I will change if it runs. Got the choke select system on it, or whatever you call it. Clean inside. I do have the filter for it. I just needed an air filter for my go-kart, so when I was riding I just pulled out the one from here, so it hasn't been running. It was out the filter, I just pulled it off. So you got your fuel shut off. Very similar engine to the one I have on our pressure washer. So not quite sure how powerful this is. I'm guessing it's about 6 horsepower maybe. So yeah, I'll get the back wheels off and we'll have. So I got the left wheel freed up. There's nothing behind here if you pull it off. Come off. You just gotta. There you go. And counter rotating drive gear turns this gear just on the wheel. Kind of broke it free by hand. Also put some PB blaster in there. Seems like it's only just rested up a little bit. And it turns not. It's not. Doesn't turn too freely, but it isn't actually quite that bad. So I have to free up the other one and straighten the blade out and see if it'll start. While waiting for the PB blaster to work through the rust on the right hand wheel, I'm freeing up the blade brake cable because it's seized up. Getting it moving a little bit, just pull it back and forth and spray more PB blaster down the cable. It's already freeing up. Not too hard to do. I got the right wheel broken free to the point that it won't break the gearbox when I hit the self-propel, so I mean it still won't turn if you like push it on the ground, but the axle doesn't seem to be that hard to turn, so it will loosen up some after it gets used. So now to remove this bent blade and straighten it out so I can start it up and see if it runs. I will get a new blade for it if it does work, which I'm pretty sure it will. You don't really want to run these engines without the blade. I've done it before, but it's not good. You can break the flywheel key in them because these push mower engines have a much lighter aluminum flywheel than, let's say, your horizontal shaft engines, since they're dependent on having the blade act as a flywheel. So take the blade off and straighten it up. Straighten the blade out to the point of where it won't hit the ground when it turns. So now try starting it. Well, let's have a go. I usually choked off because it's pretty fast by having it turn on its side. prime it and we'll try it. There we go. Primed it. I also pulled out the spark plug, make sure it's not all fouled up, but it's not. It almost looks like brand new. It just shows you how little hours this engine has on it. Pretty good. We'll do that again. I'll turn it off because I don't know how the unbalanced blade is going to react. I'll give it another prime. Gas in it just in case, because there doesn't seem to be that much in it. Fuel valve is on. Looks like it is. I messed about with it for a little. So finally got it running. Took the carburetor off and took the bowl off and looked brand new inside, very clean. So these Honda engines, it turns out, are very sensitive to their air intake. Because I was trying to start it before, there was no air filter on it. I put in now, so there wasn't enough vacuum pressure on the carburetor for it to suck fuel and start, because pretty much all of the small engines I've messed with, you know, Briggs, Kawasaki, all of them, they'll run just fine with no air filter. I mean, you get dust in it, but you don't seem to notice any difference in it running. It might run a bit more lean, but they still run pretty good. These Hondas, they don't run at all with no air filter in them, which is okay, because you would never run it with no filter. So put that back in, still fairly clean. I also changed the oil in it. Some 10W30 Valvoline synthetic blend in it. Nice and clean. Now, one thing I hate about this engine is there's no oil drain plug on it. There should be one right there, but that hasn't been completely machined through and tapped, because I have a pressure washer with the same engine on it, and it's got a drain plug right there. So you got to tip it on its side and drain the oil out, which is very messy. So yeah, guess I'll start it up and show you that it runs. I still haven't gotten a blade for it because no one in town has Husqvarna blade, so I'll go out of town today and get a blade for it. Well, let's give it a go. I might smoke a bit because it had tips on its side, putting the blade back on. So get the choke on full and the fuel on, give it a pull. Runs really well. Blade brake might need to be adjusted some because it doesn't really seem to slow down and you let the handle go. That's no big deal. So yeah, it's a good mower. I won't scrap this one, keep it and use it. So yeah, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching.